Okay, horse number one, Rumbling Roar, 15'9", 4 years old, mare. Okay, I really liked this horse. She was just really young. I mean, she flies over those jumps like it's nothing. But she still had a lot of work to do. And even though I try younger horses, she's just still got a lot of work to do. Like in that line, she was a little wobbly. And the owner also told me she was bad downhill, so I wanted to test that. And as you can see here, she was absolutely right. Like, what the heck was that? But I got her back. This line was just all over the place. I was not even at the jump. She jumped it funky. Had to keep her going to get the striding, and I just barely had her make that turn. So she doesn't have much agility. So we need to work on that. And then, of course, like every owner, you gotta gallop your horse. Next horse is Creative Colony, 16 hands, 6 years old, and is a gelding. This horse, I really liked how calm he was. He was really nice with his striding. His turns were really smooth, but a few times I had to slow him down a little. See that jump I set him up horribly for, but, you know, what you gonna do about it? See, right here I had to get him into the trot because he didn't realize that I was gonna turn there, so yeah. And then I barely made the turn there, which was just great. And then we jumped a few of these jumps. Boom. Yeah, and he's very, like, springy, which I like. But it's also kind of like, I need speed. I don't need spring, buddy. So, yeah. And after a jump, he gets so worked up that he doesn't even realize that I'm asking him to turn. And then, once again, I galloped, and he was really nice. Trumpet Smell, 16'2", 5 years old mare, competed and placed third at Badminton Grassroots, which I have never ridden a horse so experienced in my life. But, oh my gosh, she is so powerful. She just springs over these jumps and these pretty novice combinations like they're nothing. And that that was not a good example, but anyway, and she is just so good at her job and she really enjoys it. She really knows how to find her own step and she really knows when to slow down and when to speed up. And you can tell that she's been doing this for a while. She's been doing it since she was 3. So ever since she was broken, she's been doing cross country. And she placed third in Badminton Grassroots, I believe, earlier this year. Yeah. So she's pretty new of a champion. And as you can see, that line was gorgeous. Oh, next, Flight Custard. He just turned 4, 15'3", and is a gelding. And C'est la France, Francis, whatever it's called. And the owner asked me if I could do some trot circles beforehand because he's young and he's been broken for literally a year. And so I was like, oh, great. That's nice. And see, he gave me a little sass there. So he definitely needed work, but he was really, really sweet. I really liked him. And oh, and the owner of this horse was the owner of Trumpet Smell as well. Um, and he has a little bit of trouble getting up over those jumps, but that's all right. And then I wanted to try the stairs downward, see how he is with that. And I would say he did pretty well. He just didn't really expect the last step because it's a bit farther than the first one, but that's all right. And then I went back up and then, oh, yeah. I, like, didn't even try to send him forward anymore. Oh, that's great. Go forward. Cool. Cool. Yeah. See? Easy. He makes it look so seamless. And then this line I was pretty proud of. That second jump was a little awkward, but I really liked how that line just flew. It was so nice. And same with that final jump, which all the horses that I've ridden, it throws them off. Babe, Baco Break, 3 years old, 15.9 mare. This horse is the granddaughter of Trumpus Mill. Oh, that was just great. Um, oh wow. Second jump ever on this horse, and I already refused. And then the second time I jumped that jump, it was awful. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? She tried to refuse there, but then I just ran her into the flag. This line was very nice and beautiful. It was a lot better than Rumble, but it was nice. Same with the downhill. It was a little better, but it was still a little wonky. And then I galloped her, and then I jumped this pretty difficult combination, I would say. And then after that, then we go over another stone wall. This one, whoa, that really threw her off. The turning to the wood, well, she did not agree with that. And then I found out that their farm has a back alley line, which I have been there hundreds of times, and I just figured that out. Oh, Devil. Devil's Drop, 7 years old. Gelding, 16.2. The oldest of all the horses. Wow, that jump was ugly. There we go, that was better. The oldest of all the horses I'll try. Um, but he's really nice. He still acts like a young horse. Hey, I have my new horse, and let's go see him. This is the reveal. Um, so yeah, let's go see him. I finally decided on a horse, and it is Black Custard, the sweet little boy that I tried here. Um, he was just super great, and I just really liked how he flowed. And yes, he has a little bit of work that he needs, and a little bit more muscle, but they can work with that. And so we're just working on circles and bonding and just doing a lot of basic stuff. See how he just loves to jump. Whee! Oh, he like threw his booty in the air. And then we halted and then we did some circles to make sure he can cross over his feet well. And so he knows where his feet are. And then we trotted, cantering, and then circle jumping. He was not too great about that. I don't know what this little canter trot he was doing, but it was strange. Then we went through a flower field, and then I lied. I also got another horse, a project horse, Metal Cloud. So he's supposed to be a project horse, but I ended up falling in love with him, so he's mine now. He is just for basic training, and here we're doing some circles, and we're just trotting about, doing a lot of flat work at the start. And then his canter is so nice. It's very like wobbly, but it's nice. And we're just working on doing some circles and building up that agility so he can move. And oh, okay. As I was saying, uh, we we're just doing some circles and working on um oh oh cut uh as I was saying, we were just don't jump it. Okay. as I was saying, we're just working on doing basic ground manners and finding out his rhythm and see how he does with that. And then we're doing some jumping, and you can see how he flows through this line. He's just absolutely amazing. Oh, okay. Um, I meant to do that. And so he apparently just likes the water. So we're just gonna go through that. Um, he really likes the water for some reason. For some reason. Uh, so much so that he thinks that he should just, like, I don't want to do that. So he just runs out of the arena. So, and then I tried to jump with him in the water. Oh, and he did not like that. Uh, but then he leaps over it like it's a shark trying to attack him. I mean, it probably looks like a shark in the water.